All right. We there? Okay. Hmm? A little bit of the bed in the background. That's cool. All right. Salute. We there? We on? Freeze, freeze, freeze. No freeze. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. First off, I got to start. Oh, damn. You hear that? I don't know if you heard it in the microphone. But anyway, first off, I got to start off with Tom McDonald. Oh, man. Ooh. So I watched this interview with Will Johnson a couple weeks ago, and I think his name was Topper. He was a rapper, and he wrote a song called "Dear Tom," and he wasn't calling him out. He was just like, I don't know where you stand, and I felt him at the same time, and I wasn't talking smack about Tom, but I was like kind of at the same point, like, you have the same power that Eminem had, right? Like, where are you gonna go with it? You came from Detroit, you came from the 8 Mile, everything happened, and then you just went corporate money, just totally, I mean, just sold out. You know, Eminem, I mean, there's no bigger sellout in the world than Eminem. He's the biggest sellout ever. And I hope he makes a song rapping and dissing me, because I'll be like, you a sellout, dog. So Eminem had the potential, but then he just sold out to the corporations and then went that way. All right, he did. There's no. I remember my son's mom at the time was like, I can't stand his lyrics. And now think about his first album was cool. He got everybody's imagination, and then he just took you off a cliff, like a buffalo stampede. He basically was the Q of the like 2000s. All right, Eminem sucks, homie. He didn't take us nowhere. He ruined music. They took this beautiful talent and just ran him into the ground. You know, I mean, what about the videos when he's like doing interviews? He's just like this. I'm a drug addict. Basically, I'm a drug addict, and I smack my woman, and I'll throw her off a cliff. You know what I mean? Like, thanks, M. You were super highly talented, and that was the same point that Topper had when he was on Will Johnson's thing. It was like, all right, we were all kind of like, we have the new Eminem here. His name is Tom McDonald. And I'm the same way. I was like, I love this dude. His songs are so dope. And then I heard that interview and I was like, you're right. Like, he's like, I'm independent. I claim I came from the 8 Mile road. And then I signed on to Dr. Dre and just sold out like unbelievably, you know? With that being said, I said I couldn't put a finger on Tom McDonald. I didn't know where he was at. I didn't know where he was at. He was over here, over there. I couldn't do it. He had some songs, though. I never dogged Tom McDonald. Then he came out with this song, Brainwashed. Topper. Tom McDonald is like staring into the sun too long. He is the truth. I looked at him and I thought I saw Jesus for a second. This dude came out and answered you with a flamethrower, a bazooka, and like 2 Uzis over his back, like Iron Man, just shooting. His little girlfriend came with the nunchucks and hand grenades. She was throwing the hand grenades in the air, hitting them with the nunchucks. And yeah, I couldn't put a finger on Tom. I could put 2 hands, feet. Tom McDonald is the truth. He came out with that Brainwash song. Wow. I'm sorry. He's like Jesus 2.0. I'm sorry. No more Jesus references. But he is Tom McDonald. I'm done. I'll never say a bad word about Tom McDonald until he does something really stupid. But I don't. I just had it. I'm eating crow right now. I'm eating a crow right now because I kind of questioned him. Nah, nope, not after that Brainwash song. That Tom McDonald, is everything Eminem could have been. You're like, well, Eminem made a lot of money. Nah, Eminem sucks. F Eminem. I got a rap for Eminem right now. Eminem sucks. Eminem sucks. Won't. Eminem sucks. Super talent, but he sold out, just like Drew Brees and the rest of the NFL and everything. But anyway, I knew that was coming. So let's get into it. So anyway, let's get back into my card reads because I did them in the past so I could be here in the future. I did my Trump card read, and I posted that one. I didn't post mine when the cat's away, the mice will play, because it was just after Sleepy Joe crept his way into the White House. And we had all that going on. Everybody was distracted and everybody was kind of defeated and everything was going on. You had these crazy people. But whatever. We needed to draw the line at some point. You know? Because we're in an attack, we're in a war. But at some point, you need to draw the line and figure out who is who. What is what. No more secrets. No more closed doors, Holmes. No more closed doors. All right? So we opened up all the doors. We drew the line. And I saw this a while ago. And I saw it with this card. Shwap. Cat's away. The mice will play. Whap, 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 whap. I said, uh-oh. A lot of people going to be sad in the future. All right? And now you see, and I said they're going to bleed out slow in that card reading. They're bleeding out slow. Right this is Sleepy Joe, and he's bleeding out slow. And we're going to see who did the attack now. See how they're getting stabbed in the back? How many people have been stabbed in the back, from the attack? How many people have been stabbed in the back? And we're about to see Sleepy Joe. He's getting stabbed in the back right now. And they were going to see it. And this is why I did not show the cards in this one. Cat's away. The mice will play. Mikey Romero, one word, all lowercase except for the R. Rumble. Okay? I did the card reading. I didn't want to show it to you because people are like, oh my God, card readings are like satanic or demonic. No, dude, they're not. But when I choose to pick something that might be demonic or satanic, then they come back satanic and demonic. And that's when I was like, I was kind of beat up from my card reads from all these people in Hollywood. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be that guy, but I mean, truth is the truth. And this is where the world needs to lose its innocence. And I've said this in other card readings. You're going to lose your innocence because it's just the way it has to be, because here it is. And so now you see this beautiful little white dove or swan or whatever it is losing its innocence, and the wake-up call is coming. Okay, and it sucked, and I saw it in that card reading. You could see my emotions. I'm right here. It wasn't fake. I was just like, oh my God. And I said, man, they're gonna eat each other up. It's gonna be a bloodbath, because I saw this little heart bleeding, and it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be horrible. But they're all gonna stab each other in the back, and it was directly followed by this card, which is of course always upside down. This card, okay, and then I said eventually. It's going to turn around. And I threw the dagger, because of my Archangel Michael, in not a magical way, but like a way to throw my karma around, because I have a lot of karma that these people that I've had witnessed in the past that were playing with mystic magic and everything. And I released it to the universe to shoot the dagger. And now it's coming back around again. I keep saying that, coming back around. It is. And you're seeing them all get tripped up. And you've seen what happened with everything. Everybody's getting tripped up right now. Sleepy Joe's tripped up. By the way, I got talk about Orange Man bad. I'm gonna do this. Talk about who's the new Orange Man. Let's talk about who's the new Orange Man. I saw this today on Dan Bongino, because they were asking Biden about the Afghanistan, because this is so much karma coming right now. He has become the new Orange Man. Check that out. Orange Man bad. Look at that. How ironic is that? Joe Biden is the new Orange Man bad. Look at that. I saw that today. I was like, man, last Friday, my ribs are still sore. It's the new Orange Man bad. Oh my God. Because I saw it coming months ago. It's coming back around again. These people are getting tripped up left and right. They can't help it, man. And there's all false flags. What happened today? Somebody was at the Capitol with of course it was a giant truck. It couldn't just be like a van. No, it had to be a giant truck with big old tires. Like they had what was her name? Katy Perry. No, it wasn't Katy Perry. It was the other one, Lady Gaga. And she tried to drink a beer. She was in front of a truck with a big old tire. She's like, vote for Biden, y'all. I'm like, oh, God. But I told you they were going to eat themselves and bleed out slow. I said, listen, the cat's away, the mice will play. And then I had to do the Trump reading, because I'm like, what is this? What is Orange Man bad? What is going on with this guy? What is really going on? And it said he would return. The veil would be lifted. And then I had that other card, which I don't have right now, but it's a veil being lifted. But And at the time, I just said the evil's going to get off of us because I've seen it. I saw that evil spirit that will bounce around. It's like it was a tongue. They came after our tongue, and that's why you have to understand they came after our lingo. And this morning, I got deleted off the Mark K show. I got deleted off of Facebook because of a quote I said, and it's so funny because I love Elvis Levy, and one of the things that he describes is how the Bible and just all esoteric things and a lot of the doctrines and stuff are written in analogies. Okay. And that is like a double entendre or things that can be taken multiple ways. And this is why I laugh when a lot of people start quoting the Bible and all that, because I'm not in linguistics of the Bible and I'm not knocking religious. I'm just saying these things are written in analogies for a reason. I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. Elvis Levy said it. He goes, first of all, we've been under attack from this evil spirit a bunch of times, and it doesn't understand analogies. It's the same thing why the slaves, when they were in the slaves, used to sing the songs and chants because the slave owner didn't understand what they were saying. They just thought it was entertaining, you know? So we have to put things in an analogy to pass through the, look at this book. It doesn't mean anything. There's a bunch of rhymes, and it's why music is very important. It's why I dogged Eminem and why Tom McDonald is very important, because you are the musicians. You are the analogy singers and the analogy people. And this is why they go after you. This is why they paid Eminem all that money, because he had such a great talent, but they swiped his true destiny away, which is awakening people. All right. He put people to sleep. And that's why me and Topher were worried about Tom McDonald, because we're like, yo, bro, are you going to like be real? Because right now we're in an attack. So like, and Topher was like, he's dope. He's super dope. There's no a doubt about that. But is he just going to sell out so we can get a bunch of mansions and stuff? And that's where we're at. And that's where Elvis Levy said. And then another reason for the reason that they put things in analogies, write things in analogies like esoteric things, is for certain people are only like me gravitate to it, like reading cards. You can hand these cards to a person down the street. They'll look at it and be like, it's a card. Doesn't make sense because it's not meant for you. And Elvis Levy said this too. He goes, usually when you're a mystic like me, you're going to be considered a kook like Merlin, the magician. If you look at all the stuff with Merlin, he's always living in the woods with a long beard and a weird hat because he's a kook, because he has to separate himself. And even right now, sometimes people like me can be considered solitary people, which right now I've taken myself away from society because I saw the attack on the world. I saw the veil was being lifted, but at the same time I was like, I need to withdraw myself because the attack is on humanity right now, and that's why everybody's masked up, because they don't want you to talk. They don't want you. Don't communicate, because communication is key, and the wheels are falling off that. But that's why you have to understand. Don't communicate. And that's why I found myself getting blocked off of Facebook today, because I put a comment on the Mark K show, which was an analogy. And then I found myself literally, an analogy is like talking in code. And I wasn't saying anything directly, but I did do a joke. And it was a joke because we need to make fun of this stuff, because Joe Biden is losing it, dude. And it's nuts. But I didn't say Joe Biden in this comment. I didn't say anybody. I said a man with a hoe, which a hoe, the technical term, is a gardening tool. A gardening hoe found a rabbit hole, and now he's taking us through it because it was really big, right? But my analogy was Sleepy Joe, which could be a man in a park, could be me, could be somebody else's nickname, doesn't directly go to anybody, and a hoe is leading us down the rabbit hole. Now, there's a double entendre there, which has two meanings. It's ambiguous, which could mean, what were you thinking? And that's the joke. And that's the joke. And that's why I put the joke there, because there's a joke there. You could be thinking dirty, and I could be turning around and be like, no, I was talking about a garden hoe. And you could be, are you talking about a lady of the night? What is a lady of the night? It's a lady of the night. Well, that's a lady outside at the night. No, but where was your brain at, Facebook? Where was your? And that's when I got the clear shot. Wham! I'm literally at a time right now in 2021 where I have to speak in analogies and I have to speak in code, because they have attacked our words so much that I looked at Eliphas Levi's readings and he says it. We have to speak in analogies and esoteric doctrines to keep it passed along, because those who can read it can decipher it, and those who can't. And that's why when people start talking about the Bible and doing this on like shows, and I'm looking at them and I start listening, I'm like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. And then I see people how they take the words and they mix them and do this and do that. And that's why you have to be very careful about what you listen to and who you listen to when it comes to religion and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and with that being said, I'm a bartender, and we do have places. Just don't bring that here. You know, and there's a reason we don't, because we just need places where you could just take a beer. And that's why it was very important that they closed down bars and restaurants, because they just need a place where you could just talk and gather and do all that. But with that being said, people are waking up. All right. And I could see that. And we're, like I said, get ready for the false flags. You know, we had a guy today in front of the Capitol building, of course. Of course. And there's going to be a lot of false flags. And with this card, some of these things are going to be so funny that it's going to seem staged. And they might be staged. I don't know. I don't have the answers. But they're getting tripped up. And now you can see it. And I pulled this card months ago, and this is why I filmed it, put it online, uploaded it. It's at my Rumble, Mikey Romero, one word, capital R, to tell you and show you. I didn't show this card because I didn't want to sound like I'm some kind of mystic crypt keeper, that I'm literally in control of this, you know? And why when I shot the dagger is because I said the card reading for Trump returns is when he returns, the information is coming, and what has been pouring out information, and what have they been trying to do? Cover it up. But while they're trying to cover it up, they keep getting tripped up. You understand? You understand? And I saw that months ago, and I didn't want to scare you because I saw this. There's gonna be sadness, and people are gonna lose their innocence, and you're gonna see people stab each other in the back. They're gonna eat themselves, and I had to do these card readings back in the past, so when we're now in the future, I can clarify them more. I haven't manipulated anything. Go back to when the cat's away, the mice will play on my Rumble, Mikey Romero, all lowercase, one capital word R. Rumble, and it's right there for you. When the cat's away, the mice will play, because I knew when Trump was gone, that evil spirit was going to go, because I hate to tell you guys, they literally used mystic magic. But not only that, we now can see how they infiltrated our schools with the CRT. They paid these, you already know this, these most of these rhinos, Democrats, doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat, have been paid, they've been to the island, and you know what I'm talking about, and that's coming out too. So it's all coming out. We're there. It's going to get bumpy, so you better knuckle up and buckle up, because here it comes. All right? So this is the big wake-up call, and it's coming. All right? With that being said, probably going to listen to that Tom McDonald song, because homeboy is the truth. All right. Peace out. Talk to you later.